What's going on, family? Welcome back to the YouTube channel. David Yeti, and I am pleased to be here with you this evening, this morning, or whenever you're seeing this video. So we have to address something, right? President Trump is visiting different disaster sites. He went over to California, he went to North Carolina, just to name a couple. And he mentioned something about FEMA. Now, I remember FEMA back when Hurricane Katrina hit my hometown, Mobile, Alabama. I remember FEMA was, I seen like an agent or two walk around the neighborhood, kind of assess some damage and stuff. And I remember that some people received FEMA aid, some didn't, but I never truly understood it. Well, obviously, as I'm becoming more educated and putting time in to really understand politics in general, the news, because it's something that I'm very passionate about and I want to be able to help out people. And as I gain a greater understanding, bring these things to you as well. So apparently, we're going to watch a video. President Trump addresses FEMA and he mentions possibly getting rid of it entirely. Now, the only thing I'll say this one thing first, right? I remember back when the hurricanes hit North Carolina, to be specific, and FEMA agents was walking around certain neighborhoods, and if you had a Trump sign in the yard, they were skipping past those houses. They were giving unequal attention to certain zip codes and neighborhoods. I just put it like that, right? And some of those agents were under fire from that. Now, one of the agents in particular, I may pull up that video. We'll see how this goes, but I may show the video of the agent that was fired, that was sort of scapegoated in that particular incident in Asheville. But let's play the video now. I'll pause it, give my commentary, give our thoughts, and let's see what we can mine out from this. Okay, let's go.
Destruction, they need to come together for this. Let's talk about that new
Yes.
statement today from Trump, threatening to shake up how disaster relief is handled in the U.S. Tell us what he had to say on that front.
Well, he was very critical, and he's been very critical really throughout his campaign as well about FEMA. That's the Federal Emergency Management Agency. That's the agency that basically helps people recover when there's been a hurricane, a fire like this, a tornado. That's the federal agency that comes in and gives assistance, helps people rebuild. Now, obviously, nothing ever goes perfectly, so you do hear criticism of FEMA, and there's been some complaints over the years, but Trump today said that he wants to eliminate FEMA. That would be very, very difficult. The bureaucracy is already in place, but he did express lots of dissatisfaction. Take a listen to what he had to say.
Okay, so before we play what President Trump said, I don't know. Like, obviously, he's not going to get rid of FEMA like in its entirety, but this kind of goes hand in hand with what Doge, the objective of Doge is, which is to come in and break up the bureaucracy and sort of like the lifetime members and the lifetime politicians and stuff who has been feeding off of American taxpayers with the tax dollars and things. And there has been different investigations to where they was buying certain espresso machines and people taking all different type of elaborate trips and all of this type of stuff, right? And it's crazy because when the hurricanes hit, and it hit a lot of different states. I'm in Georgia. It hit Florida, Georgia, the Carolinas. It even up in the high East Coast, New Jersey, New York. Even they had like a little bit of rain and stuff like that. But it went through and it devastated certain areas. Did you know that FEMA at one point in time recently mentioned that they did not have the funds in order to help hurricane victims at that time? Did you know that? Did you know that they was offering people $500 that they had to qualify for, but yet in New York and a lot of the other safe haven cities and stuff like that for the immigrants, they was giving them thousands of dollars of money stipends and food stamps and stuff like that, food stipends on a monthly basis for people who were not in this country legally. So let me get this straight. The people that pay taxes, your citizens of the United States, you have to make them jump through hoops for 500 to 750 bucks or whatever it was, right? I believe it was $500. They had to qualify for that. But yet, people who don't pay taxes, who are not a citizen, who are not adding any real value. Not all of them, but most of them didn't have jobs and stuff like that because they didn't have the proper legal documentation. You would spend thousands of dollars on them, but make the actual US citizens jump through hoops for $500. I don't know what planet or what city or what town or what type of lifetime they think this shit is gonna rock, but that's not cool. You can't go around and do stuff like that. It's not right. So that's why President Trump is saying that he's gonna potentially get rid of FEMA. It's a bit tongue in cheek. I don't think he's gonna get rid of it, but there will be major changes. You can book it. Mark this date, mark this video. I guarantee you that he's going to do everything he can. His administration is going to do everything that they can to change the way that they handle certain situations. Americans should be put first. Okay? I don't give a damn who you vote for. You're an American, whether or not you were born here or you were awarded your citizenship. Americans should be put first before any other country, before any other cause. It should be you, your family, me, my family should come first. Especially when you're pouring into the government and into the IRS and into the Treasury with your tax dollars that you go out there and work for. Shouldn't you have a say so where your money goes? I don't know. I think so.
FEMA has been a very big disappointment. They cost a tremendous amount of money. It's very bureaucratic, and it's very slow. Other than that, we're very happy with them. Okay, and I think when there's a problem with the state, I think that problem should be taken care of by the state. That's what we have states for. They take care of problems.
So Donald Trump complaining about FEMA. Listen, he might come up with a new type of name for the agency, but the agency has to remain in place. You
Yeah,
need a federal
of course.
agency to do this type of work. Obviously, he's going to appoint his people to take over that agency and do a better job in his mind. So we'll just have to wait and see about that. So right now, I don't know if we can go to the live picture. This briefing is still going on at the fire station. Trump meeting with local officials, local residents, just people from the area. And that should go on for another 10, 15 minutes. After that, he's...
Look, okay, so this is for the fellas. Fellas, pay attention. You see this right here? Do you know who this is? This is Trump's wife right here. If you go through any of the videos, right? Even, I mean, obviously at the inauguration and stuff like that, but I could be wrong. I'm open to the possibility of being wrong, right? But when past presidents have, let's say, traveled around to disaster areas and things like that, I don't remember, and I could be overlooking this, but I don't remember their wife being right by their side. I appreciate this right here. This is, and you know what? She's out there. She's shaking the hands of the like the firefighters, the fire chiefs and stuff. Obviously, the LA police department have been stretched. I'm sorry, the LA fire department and police department too have been stretched thin with all of the fires and different things that they've been fighting this thing seem like for weeks, right? But this is what you want to go for right here. This is what I am building towards, to have a woman by your side as you're out there conquering the world, handling business, fixing America, in this case for President Trump, right? She's sitting right there. This is a powerful image. It's similar to the other video with Gavin Newsom that was standing there on the tarmac greeting them as they hopped off the plane at LAX. Those are powerful images, man. Don't let that go over your head, okay? So, the takeaway, right? There's a lot of things going on, obviously. There's going to be a lot of changes, but with change, everybody's not going to be receptive to change, but if we keep doing what we always done, we're going to keep getting what we have always gotten before. And you cannot sit up here and honestly tell me that the last 4 years have been as good as they could have been for you, right? So now there's a new era, and I'm not expecting President Trump to be perfect. He's going to make mistakes. He's going to say things that are, blasphemy at times, right? For shock value, all that type of things. But I want you to pay attention to the focus. Remember what I said earlier in the video. The focus is the American people. That means the focus is on you. And I'm happy. I'm appreciative of that. And thank you for watching the video, man. If you haven't already subscribe to the channel. Turn on the notification bell so you can get the new videos as they come available. Okay? Leave a like on your way out if you didn't leave it on your way in. I love you. I appreciate you. 2025 is going to be a great year. All right? Talk to y'all soon. Peace.